Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today is Thursday the 18th. We got back from our last load yesterday about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Went ahead and shut ourselves down for the rest of the day, put us available for 3 o'clock this morning. This allowed us to get away from the truck for a little bit, go shopping, restock the truck up with food, and kind of just reset because we had John, my student, in the truck for the last 4 weeks. Now, congratulations, John. He went ahead. He passed his upgrading test. I'm proud of him. I knew he would do it. I didn't think he'd have any issues with it. But today we're under a load that, even though we were ready at 3 o'clock in this morning, we got a load that we didn't. We got dispatched on a load at 6:45 this morning that wasn't going to leave the yard till almost 10 o'clock this morning, which is when we left. It's not a bad load. It's 685 miles. It's a frozen load, 4 stops in Idaho. So we had a stop in Meridian, Napa, Caldwell, and then we had our final out in Ontario, Oregon. So now it is 9:44. We still have about 2 hours left on our clock, and we're stopped in Bliss, Idaho, about 30 miles from Twin Falls. And that's because we have to pick up a backhaul tomorrow in Twin Falls, Idaho, to take back to Walmart, which is okay. It's not that big of a deal, except for the fact that that load can't pick up till 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And the earliest we're allowed to check in at this facility is 1 hour before appointment. So I'm going to sit for 16 hours. That's right, 16 hours before I'm able to even check in. 17 hours before my appointment, and then who knows how long before they actually get me loaded. Now, this load's going to give us 2,000 miles for the week. We'll still have maybe tomorrow night, but Saturday, Sunday to run to add to that. We're down to about 9 hours left on our 70, but we gained 7 back tonight, so we'll have a full day tomorrow to run. Though I don't understand why or how these loads are paired together. I would really love an opportunity to go in and sit in the office and sit with one of the load planners for a day on one of my days off, or half a day, just to see how they work and how they decide on who they're going to give what loads to. Now, I've been a load planner for other companies. I've been a dispatcher, I've been a transportation manager, and I've actually been a broker as well. I had my own customer, Great Lakes Cheese, for about 5 years. So, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there's some things that happen, and I don't know if it's Walmart that pairs our backhauls with our loads, or whether it's our people in the office where Walmart says, okay, we have this backhaul, and then we get to pair it with loads. I don't know how it works or how the process, but I'd be really interested in to see, because there's a lot of little things that happen on this account that don't make no sense to me. Obviously, it doesn't have to. I'm just the driver. But I'll give you an example. We pick up eggs in Sugarville, Utah, and bring them back to the yard. Well, normally those are put on the backside of a Grand Junction load. So you can go to Grand Junction and Delta and make it halfway back to the yard. And then the next day you could be at the yard before noon, as long as you left the yard early enough the day before, and be ready to run with the load that day. Do something short that day, that afternoon, whatever it is. But instead they'll give you a load where you have to go over to Delta to pick up a load of eggs, which puts you back at the yard in the afternoon, meaning you're not going to get a load for that afternoon. Now, what makes more sense to me is our Vegas loads. When we go down to Vegas and we deliver a reefer load and we come back empty, you drive all the way down, you deliver in Vegas, you're going to make it back up to about Washington, Utah, roughly. Okay, and then when you get up the next morning, by the time you get back, it's in the afternoon, so you usually don't get another load for that day. And because you don't get another load for that day, to me it seems like it would make more sense to put a Vegas run attached to an egg run. Now, they may have done it in the past, and something may have happened, or they may know something that I don't know because I'm not in the office, but it would make more sense to attach one of those loads to a Vegas load. Just like this load right here, we come to Twin Falls every single day with a reefer load. This load doesn't pick up till 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It would make more sense to me to have someone else deliver in Twin Falls, and even if you delivered in Boise, and then come back and pick this load up. Now, it could be that 2 o'clock in the afternoon was the only appointment to pick up at Lamb Weston, and it could be that they're not sure of when tomorrow's Twin Falls load will be ready and whether we can make the pickup time. That very well could be, and so be it. Like I said, I didn't complain in the office to dispatch. I'm over trying to tell them about how the utilization's going. I'm just kind of doing what needs to be done. But it would be real nice to see exactly why they put this load on me, or why they would have put it on anyone else, whether it's Walmart that pairs the backhaul up with the line haul, or whether it's us that do it. And just to give a better idea, I'd even be happy if Swift would actually do some videos in the background with the, showing what the dispatchers go through during the day, showing what safety goes through during the day, showing what the load planners go through, and what goes through their mind when they're actually planning out loads on trucks. I think that would be very helpful for all the newer drivers, so they'd get an idea of it. And like I said, for me, I would appreciate it, and I would really enjoy being able to do it, just because I've been on that side of the desk. I've done those jobs with other companies. I know how the processes worked. So when I was a load planner for one of the companies I was for, I booked all my loads on trucks based on driver's hours, availability, and the type of driver it is. So if the driver only ran 300-400 miles a day, that's all I give them, 300-400 miles a day. If a driver ran 500-600 or run their hours out, I give them loads that would run their hours out. If a driver was available at 3 in the morning, I give them a load that they could leave with and start running as early or as close to 3 in the morning as possible, versus something that's 7 hours later. But everyone has their own style. Everyone has their own processes they go through, and each company is just a little bit different. So that being said, this video is not a bash on the load planner. The load planner is my driver lead. He's actually training to be a load planner. It wouldn't have mattered who was a load planner. I wouldn't have complained to them to their face, because I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. But it would be very interesting to find out why this load was paired up the way it was with the backhaul that it is, and why it was given to me, when I seen many drivers who had shown up after me to the yard, leaving earlier than me, meaning they're leaving with other loads. Now maybe those drivers had loads that took them to their house or did something else. I don't know. And as long as my miles are there at the end of the week, I really don't care. But the way this is set up, this is really bad utilization of a truck and a driver. I still don't know. There may not have been any other options. I really don't know. But we're now in Bliss, Idaho. We're going to get ready to make some dinner. We're going to eat, go to bed. We're going to get up in the morning, take our shower, and then we're going to go and try and check in early at Lamb Weston. I know last time I was there and I checked in early, they made me leave the lot and not come back until an hour before my appointment. We're going to find out if that's still their policy, or if they'll load me early. Even if they won't load me early, if they'll let me check in and just sit there, I'll be fine with that, because they have a restroom. I have food in the truck, so everything will be fine and dandy. But I appreciate you guys taking the time and spending your day with me, or spending this time with me, watching the channel and coming back each video. Please comment, like, and subscribe down below, and stay safe out there.